Hey, happy Monday. It is February the 1st, 2021. My goodness, where did January go? So, I'm filming on my porch today. I always seem to end up filming around lunchtime, so there's a lot of noise around the road, so I decided I'd do it on the porch today. Plus, you get the nice tree background, so... So I'm here for my hour weekly tarot and rune read. Just letting the wind kind of fan the sage for me. I really love sage. So I'm actually able to film out here because we had just like a couple of kind of nice days where the snow. Well, there's still lots of snow, but the snow on my porch anyway mostly melted away, and I could actually see the table and the chairs. So decided to film out here. Just another beautiful reason to come out here today. Looks like the clouds are moving away, so I'm gonna have some direct sunlight in a couple of minutes. Perfect timing. Great. Yeah. I'm in a pretty good mood today. I don't know if you can tell or not. But okay, so yes, so before I get started, let's pray, okay? God, Holy Spirit, Creator, thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for this wonderful technology, the fact that I can talk to hundreds, if not thousands of people over time and space is truly miraculous. Thank you for everything that you provide for us. Thank you for the lessons, even though we hate them at the time. Ultimately, they were for our growth. So thank you for that. Thank you for the strength. In fact, for this month, please give us the strength that we need. Please allow us to see ways that we can empower ourselves to take charge and move forward. Help people that are still waking up to continue to wake up, and help me remove my blockages so that I can see ways and find ways to act to be more in line with divine will. Please protect the truth bearers, the truth tellers, the truth seekers. Please allow me to give a clear and concise message for my viewers today. Thank you. So mote it be. And one last thing, please protect the space while I do my reading, so that absolutely no forces that are hostile to this endeavor may enter or interfere. Finally got myself a nice white linen cloth for my runes so I can do it properly. I'm going to start with, actually let's start with tarot today and then I'll pull the runes. Yeah. Switching it up. So I'll be using my Druidcraft Tarot. It's just brilliant. So this morning before I was reading, I was actually reading about compassion and how there are two kind of sides to compassion, a yin and a yang. And I was reading about how the yin side of compassion, I didn't even really shuffle that. One card's ready, but the yin side of compassion is about being able to sit with our feelings, our emotions, our experiences, our body, our mind, our spirit, and just allowing them to be without trying to fix or change anything. And the more we do that, the more we're able to do that for ourselves, the more we're able to do it for other people. And then the yang side of compassion, reading about the yang side of compassion, it's talking about how there's also a component that needs to be protective and motivating. And the protection side is key. It's really, really key. So you can't have compassion for everybody to the point where you're allowing unhealthy patterns to repeat themselves. This is really key. Really, really key. Okay, I have a quote for you about compassion and blind compassion before I start. Blind compassion is kindness rooted in fear, and not just fear of confrontation, but also fear of coming across, a fear of not coming across as a good or spiritual person. When we are engaged in blind compassion, we rarely show anger, for we not only believe compassion has to be gentle, we are also frightened of upsetting anyone, especially to the point of their confronting us. This is reinforced by our judgment about anger, especially its more fiery forms, as something less spiritual, something that shouldn't be there if we were more loving. Blind compassion reduces us to harmony junkies, trapping us in an unrelentingly positive expression. How often do you hide your true feelings and just say that you're, I'm fine, I'm doing well, or be like overly nice, but it actually is super passive aggressive? It continues. With blind compassion, we don't know how to or won't learn to say no with any real power, avoiding confrontation at all costs, and as a result, enabling unhealthy patterns to continue. Our yes is then anemic and impotent, devoid of impact it could have if we were also able to access a clear, strong no that emanated from our core. When we mute our essential voice, our openness is reduced to a permissive gap, an undiscerning embrace. How often have you given a hug when you didn't really want to give a hug? A poorly boundaryless receptivity, all of which indicate a lack of compassion for ourselves in that we don't adequately protect ourselves. Blind compassion, this is the key point. Blind compassion confuses anger with aggression, forcefulness with violence, judgment with condemnation, caring with exaggerated tolerance, and more tolerance with spiritual correctness. Tolerance with spiritual correctness. So what he's saying in that last paragraph there is we often think that we're being spiritually correct when we're actually just being excessively tolerant. And excessive tolerance is mistaken for caring. And condemning is judgment, or I would even say discernment. And forcefulness is violence, and anger is aggression. When that's not true, those are different things. I thought that was a really, really potent quote. I really wanted to share with y'all. So that's something that I struggle with a lot, and I think it's safe to say that most people in our society, men and women, but especially women, we're taught that we have to be nice, and that being nice and tolerant is the correct and morally and spiritually correct way to live. But it, as the quote was detailing, it actually shows that you don't have compassion for yourself. So anyway, I thought that was beautiful. I wanted to share that with you guys. Something that I struggle with, personally. Okay, back to my cards. So one card came out. I don't know what it is. It didn't flip, so we're going to do 3 cards and 3 runes. And that will hopefully reflect the energy of this week. By the way, I do offer personal readings for both tarot and runes. So if you're interested in that, just email me. My email's down below. And as I said in my video last week, I am transitioning off of YouTube. Whoa. So I will be, oh wow, the card that came out relates directly to the quote. It's hilarious. So I will be, dang, uploading these videos on other platforms and slowly transitioning over there. I love it. Okay. So the middle card, the first one that came out, is the Six of Wands, followed by the Six of Pentacles. Oh, that sun is beautiful. Followed by the Four of Swords. No major arcana today, all minor arcana. Actually, what's at the bottom of the deck? Oh, ladies at the bottom of the deck. This is the Empress in this deck. Nice. Okay. This is going like mad right now. It wasn't even that lit, and then the wind. Okay. So, Six of Wands, this is victory. This is valor and victory. Six is a number of balance. And this is a card of Leo. This is all about, well, in mundane affairs, it's all about, I mean, look at him. He's proud. He's on a horse. He expresses himself. He stands up for what he knows is right. And it shows that we're able to come out of scraps with our head held high. And it's interesting that the Six of Pentacles came out as well, because this is definitely also about balancing the scales as far as material matters go. You could see this as charity as well. There's definitely this this vibe to this card in particular, where one side is winter and the other side is like a summer or spring. So to me, that says that you have to be careful that you're not giving out things excessively to the point where you no longer have any more and you are barren, right? Illustrated again very nicely, where there's only 2 berries on this side of the tree and this one is full. So on one hand, there's an equalization that is occurring this week, and on the other hand, it's a slight cautionary that relates directly to the quote that I was talking about, where you have to have boundaries. Ooh, know when to fold them. Know when to fold them. With all of the, I'm sure by now you've heard about the GameStop stuff and the stock market and whatnot, so I can relate to that as well. Know when to fold them. And then the Four of Swords. This is the card of Libra. This is actually Jupiter in Libra. It's the last deacon of Libra. This is about rest, meditation, taking a moment to recuperate, to rejuvenate. You know, he's got his sword and then 3 others, almost like, since this is following the 3 of Swords, something painful could have just happened, but he's taking a minute to just chill. So, 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, and the 4 of Swords. There's an equalization that's happening in the realm of the physical. We're being asked to hold our head high and know that victory is coming. Whether that is successful business ventures, or whether that is, how else could you view this? Obviously I have money on the brain right now. Successful business ventures, could even be like, you know, maybe last week or over the last couple of weeks you've had some issues where maybe you've been fighting among friends, or feeling like you're spiritually or emotionally taking some blows. This is saying that, like, especially the double 6, that's pretty intense, actually. This is saying that if you employ the proper strategies, like, this is, like a general or a captain. If you employ the right strategies, you'll come back from the hunt successful. And just be aware of your own boundaries, and don't be afraid to set boundaries. And take some time to rest this week. And the underlying card, with that being the Empress, the Lady, the Empress, this is the card for Venus. Venus knows that's actually probably another reason why I've got money on my mind. This is all about knowing your value, your worth, and the Empress represents a passive feminine energy. However, passivity doesn't mean a lack of boundaries. Okay, like, that's a really important point that I want to hammer home. The Empress doesn't become the Empress because she just allows anything and everything to happen. No, the Empress becomes the Empress because she knows her worth, she knows her value, and she's not afraid. She's not afraid to reflect that value in her dealings with other people. Does that make sense? That's wicked. Okay, moving those up. Okay. Okay, so Redo, the journey. This is a spiraling energy. Redo says that planning is necessary, then you still have to act. And there's actually 2 runes that came out that both tie into the theme of the horse that's in the middle card there. This is Awaz and Rado. So it actually came out Rado, Issa, and Awaz. My hair's bugging me. So this is the journey, okay? This is about actually taking the action and doing the things that are necessary to move your life forward in whatever aspect you need to move forward on. Part of the message of the poems for Rado are basically saying, like, it's really easy to talk the talk and sit in the beer hall and exchange stories about the long journeys. It's another thing entirely to actually be on the journey yourself and sitting on the horse, so to speak. It's also number 5. Yeah, you can't see it. It's number 5, and 5 indicates change, right? Then Issa, this is our current present energy. Issa is ice. It's also number 11. Issa is indicative of a solidifying of our concentration, or a need to solidify our concentration, focus on one area, one thing at a time. It's telling us to withdraw our scattered energies back, so that we can actually go through this time of transition. On its own, ice on its own can be a very dangerous element. But it's not something to be afraid of. So yeah, Issa is telling us, especially in this present condition, that especially while we're on this journey, that it's necessary for us to focus, concentrate, and be aware of how we're using our energy and how it's seeping out from us. And then the last rune, Awaz. This is really cool. This is this is a teammate rune. It's the horse, or actually you can actually view it as 2 horses, their noses touching. This relates directly to Rado. So while you're on the journey, especially if it, like back in the day, it was on horseback, you had to have a good relationship between horse and rider. So this indicates, I gotta turn it so you can actually see it. This indicates that as we move forward on this journey of life, especially over this next week, it will be necessary for us to, could also be an indication of successful teamwork and harmony. This teamwork could be with somebody in the physical realm, or it could be with your own higher inner self, your own connection to the divine. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything from my rune book that I want to read to you. Just gonna see if anything stands out real quick. Ordered change, ordered ethical deeds, planning, preparation, good judgment, and taking action. The need to gain experience in the outside world. The other thing that Issa is saying is that you need enlightened action to guide your next steps. So Rado's saying take action, Issa's saying you need enlightened action. Another line in here is, you do in fact have the self-control necessary. It takes discipline to ignite. You also have the ability to influence others. That's interesting because the Six of Pentacles, this is also about influence. I mean, whoever is doling out these little nuggets, they have a huge amount of influence. It was the horsies. It's number 19, horse. Dynamic harmony with partner, mentor, husband, wife, or like I said, your spirituality. Oh yes, teamwork without loss of individuality. Necessity of give and take. Also very much that Six of Pentacles. Develop a relationship with your fetch. That would be your higher divine self. Good results are indicated. Yes. And there's just one warning here in these runes. And that is that the loss of self in the partner could happen. This didn't come out upside down, but I feel it's important to note that. You need to be able to hold on to your individuality. And too much harmony leads to sameness and duplication of efforts. And a stoppage of this AWAS force could lead to mistrust, betrayal, disharmony. So, what does that mean? Too much harmony? Exactly relates to my quote. That's so funny. I need to like... I don't know if it's a good thing if when I start talking and then pull things and it reinforces what I'm saying, or if I should just pull and then speak. I don't know. Something else that's really important about Rado is because it represents like the natural law or common law or universal law that's inherent throughout the universe and is what our society is supposed to be based on. One of the things about that spiral is that if it becomes unbalanced in any way, there is always, without fail, something that happens that will right it and put it back on its spiraling course. If it's really far out of balance, that thing that happens could be rather violent. I don't feel like that's here. I mean, I'd be more like Ten of Swords that came out with this, so I don't feel like that is how this is coming out. But I feel like it still needs to be said. Yeah. The main point to take home is that there's always something that will rewrite the balance and allow for the spiral to continue going. Yeah, that's what I got for you guys. And I feel like that is one of the biggest reasons why the Six of Wands was in the middle. This is a major card of victory, right? So there you have it. Happy Monday. Have a good month. Few days leading up to the new moon, I'll do another, few days leading up to the new moon, I will do another set of videos for each zodiac sign. Yeah, if you want me to use runes, leave a comment down below. I'd like to hear that. And yeah. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.